Hey guys, coldbrew here. Welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a great day today. It's early morning here. I've got my coffee, by the way, and I was looking at the events, and look at what just popped up here. All right, look at what just popped out here into the event, the anniversary events, which are still going. We have a week and 3 days for the 4th anniversary Titan event. All right, I'm not really close to this one with 20,000 points to go. I wasn't really worried about this one. I'm not gonna wail out on any of the events to get the points for this one, but look at what popped up here. Right, a summon rush. Summon as many champions as possible and earn enough fragments to get Mishinagi. So summon rush, guys, is the one that gives you points based on the quality of the shard that you open. So if you're opening up a mystery shard, that's 1 point. If you open an ancient, it's 20. If you open up a void, it's 120, and if you open up a sacred, that's 500 points. So look at that, Mishinagi. You can get enough fragments for this one just through this. This is the first time that I see this kind of event, because this is a guaranteed fragment acquisition for Mishinagi. It doesn't state though if we're gonna get 100% of the fragments. This is probably a trap, but I won't say it's a trap unless we get the full details about this one. So in 23 hours we'll know for sure whether this gives you enough fragments to actually get the complete champion. That being said, I highly doubt you'll get them, because they've never done this before, and giving out a champion through just acquiring points would probably mean either there's two cases that I'm thinking. Either they give us the champion, but it's an insane amount of points, meaning you deplete all your shards, and I'm talking 10,000 plus points to get Mishinagi, which is kind of insane. It would mean an insane amount of shards, but again, they've never done this, so it might be a number of fragments. So what you do here is you get maybe 50 fragments for this, and then they do something like a tournament where you get the remaining 50 as an example. I have no idea how this will turn out. By the way, guys, a key thing that I forgot to mention while I was recording my video is that they say here fragments. So the key thing is, why would they say fragments if they were going to give out the champion once you reach, you know, the point that they want for you to get him? So what I'm guessing is it's highly, the chance is much higher that they're going to give some fragments through here, and then you'll get some through another event. So this is all just guesswork, by the way, but the wording here would have been different. They wouldn't say fragments if you would get the champion just through this. This is what I'm thinking right now. But yeah, I'll add this to the video that you're watching right now. But is Mishinagi worth it? For me, for my account, no. But overall, if you somehow have the shards, and if this is a way to get him for sure, Mishinagi is a monster in all areas of the game except maybe the arenas. I'll go over his kit. I've done a showcase on him before. You can totally check it out. He does insane amounts of damage, especially if you're having issues with the Hydra. He can do great damage for the clan boss. The reason that he does so much damage for the clan boss is basically his passive. Okay, look at that passive. Whenever an ally attacks an enemy under a hex debuff, this champion has a 50% chance to team up and join the ally's attack. This is really, really strong. This effect does not work against Hydra's exposed next. That is still fine though, because on Hydra he'll still be doing a lot of damage just through the counter attacks. On exposed next, of course, he would be doing an insane amount of damage, but it still works because he'll be countering on the other heads, which is most of the time that's what you want to have, right? For the Hydra, you want to be hitting the heads because they might consume a champion that you have already, and you want that champion to be released as soon as possible. So that is so good. He applies the hex with this skill right here, the A3. He pretty much applies it for sure. Okay, in situation where he does a weak hit, he won't apply it, unfortunately, but it's still very strong. It removes boss with the first hit, and then the second one applies the hex, and then on the second skill he has a big AoE that applies a decreased defense and a decreased attack because of the hex that you applied. If you don't want to have him as the one that applies hex, it's still fine. You gotta drop in another champion that applies hex, but very strong. Look at that. A1 applies also an HP burn, which is very strong again for the Hydra, very strong for the clan boss, very strong for many parts of the game. And I think he'll also be strong for the ice golem, the hard 10 ice golem. I think honestly Mishinagi is one of the best champions we had released in the past year, 2022. I believe, is when he was released, and I loved doing a showcase for him. I tried when we had a 10x for him in the past. I think it was through Sacred Shards and Ancients. I didn't get him, but it's fine. So for this one, I'll definitely be keeping my eye on this event that's popping up. It's the first time that we have it. Again, I don't know if we're gonna have more to add on to this one, but it definitely feels like they want people to, you know, buy shards and spend them to get this champion as a guaranteed way to get him. We had the guaranteed Galek through a tournament, which was an insane amount of shards for that one, which had no limit because you were competing with other players. This one, you're not competing with anyone other than yourself and your wallet, all right? So if you are a spender, then this is your chance to get Mishinagi. That being said, if you're somebody like me who is on the edge, okay, I don't want to pull my my voids. I've just, look at this, the Supreme Kill event is over, and I had 70 voids and I didn't go for this one. It's not that I felt that Supreme Kill is not good, but it's not good for me, right? And boom, there it is. It's gone, unfortunately, but I'm saving my mercy system for voids for something better, and something better will eventually come. I'm not a big spender in the game. I'm a spender, but not a big spender. So with that being said, I hope that this is a one-time thing with Mishinagi, and not like half of the fragments. Then you got to do something else for the remaining half, especially competing with others, because it's gonna be like a bait, and we'll really know for sure when that time is over. So this was the video, guys, a really short one, just to give you guys an idea of what this event might be for Mishinagi. If you again are on the edge, don't feel compelled to spend. There will be more events in the future. If one thing is certain about Plarium, is that they will be doing events for champions, and you are only racing yourself basically when you're trying to get a champion and use him for any of the content. All of the content in the game can be currently done with what you slowly get, right? The faster you get the champions, the quicker you're gonna reach that point, of course. And that is the draw of the game for the spenders. For the free-to-play and the low spenders, take it with your own pace and try to do the content with what you have. If you're struggling with hard dungeons, don't feel too bad about it. The chance to get mythicals is already too low, and the mythicals themselves have a really low chance to roll what they're supposed to. Okay, so you're looking for a 5 times a penta roll, right? So 4 on a single rolled out already, you know, substat. So that's it with rate. So don't go too crazy. Go crazy, it's all up to you, but just have that in mind. No rate, you're not racing anybody else. The whales will do what they want. They won't even watch this video. So all up to you. It's all under your control, and never feel compelled to spend, I would say. That's it for today, guys. See you in the next one. See ya.